A very good afternoon to one and all. Today we are discussing the definition and exchange traded options and OTC options. So far we have discussed in the last class about the options. So what is options and how the options has been taken place and what are the elements which is taking part in the taking main role in the options. So that is the one is volatility and another one is the time, and we have also discussed about the directions. That is the direction refers to the index options, and we have also come across the what is option contract, and we had a small knowledge check, and today we will discuss what is the exchange traded options. So exchange traded options means for example, we have an exchange where the orders is been executed and through the clearing houses. So see, for example, if we are in India, like our stock exchanges are National Stock Exchange and Bombay Stock Exchange, that is NSE and BSE. So now if you are New York stock, if you are trading with the New York stock exchanges, so we have the it can be done through the clearing houses. So for example, if you are taking a company name called GLUBX, so this is the trade flow which is happening, and which is explained with the help of the derivatives trade flow. So here with the clearing houses we have the clearing broker. So through the brokers we will enter the clearing houses. Here the clearing houses will trade on behalf of us. For example, I am interested to trade options, so the clearing houses is the intermediary, and the intermediary person is the broker who will deal our contract on a certain specific terms and conditions. So now the end client is the it will result in the, see, for example, I am exchange, so I doesn't know who is the parties involved. Here the exchange traded operator, clearing houses plays a vital role. OTC options, here option contract, if you have an asset, so if you want to buy, so I am interested to buy, whereas the other person is interested to sell. So that is how the contract takes place. So just we will discuss on what is the difference between exchange traded options and OTC options. First one is on the basis of margin. It will differ on the basis of margin. So in exchange traded options, there is it is applicable to seller managed by clearing houses, whereas in over counter it is not applicable. And standardization, if you are talking about standardized, ETC is the standardized, whereas the OTC is not the standardized because it is the customized, and the majority of the options in the foreign market and money markets. So the transaction will happen in the forex market and the money market. Here regarding with the pricing, it is displayed on the screen controlled by the standardized pricing mechanism, whereas in the over the counter, an agreement between the buyer and seller calculated according to the pricing conventions of both the parties. Liquidity, options with the strike prices near the current market are very liquid, so two-way prices for depot of the money options are difficult to value, whereas in the OTC, very illiquid for the OTCs, where there is an active ETO market will happen. So exchange traded option will happen. So cost, regarding with the cost, a function of the strike price and the market price. So we know what is strike price, which is the future price, and market price is the current price. Here in the OTC we have the function of the agreement between the buyer and the seller. So here we have no intermediaries involved. Here the direct parties is involved, whereas in the regarding to cost, the volume of the options required does not affect the price, but the prices are in the over the counter which may affected by the volume required. So credit risk, so exposure to the exchange on which the option is traded, exposure is with the counterparty to the option. So this is all about the today's class, and we shall have a small knowledge check. So here, which of the following is an advantage of the over the counter derivatives against the exchange? Here we have over the counter, whether it is the over the counter contracts are more readily tradable. No, there is a less risk of default on over the counter contract, or over the counter contracts are always for longer periods, or over the counter contracts are more flexible. This is what the question. So here we know that over the counter contracts are more flexible than the ETC contracts. So it is clear when we studied about the differences between the two. So to summarize, and today's class we have discussed the exchange traded options and the OTC options. These are the resource link. If we quickly access to this link, the relevant notes and the examples will be available. So thank you for listening the video.